Why supporting mass immigration is supporting postmodern colonialism. In the 19th century, for the anti-monarchist left, already universalist, colonization was a means to spread the Enlightenment philosophy all over the world, to bring civilization to the savages. Jules Ferry, the French statesman and secular Republican philosopher, declared before the Chamber of Deputies, "It must be said openly that the superior races have a right vis-à-vis the inferior race. I repeat that the superior races have a right because there is a duty for them. They have the duty to civilize the lower races." All over Europe, supporters of the Republic shared the same opinion. At the Berlin Conference of 1884, leaders of 14 European countries established the rules of colonization and partitioning of Africa. The economic right, the capitalists, found an opportunity to capture new markets and to expand their commercial empire. The orthodoxy of the time, Christianity, thought it would benefit through evangelization. And so, under the guise of humanism and universalism, the anti-monarchist left in alliance with the economic right, advancing behind a benevolent and civilizing mask, plundered the resources of the colonies. Nowadays, the progressive left, cultural relativist yet wallowing in Western contempt, seeks to bring the savages to the civilization. International human rights law and international refugee law impose to Western countries open borders policies under the duty, the responsibility to protect all individuals who may be at risk. All over the West, supporters of the liberal ideology share the same opinion. Supranational political structures such as the EU establish the rules related to the relocation of migrants among the different countries within Europeans' borders, for example mandatory distribution, minimum annual threshold. The economic right, the neo-capitalists, benefits from this mass import of cheap labor to engage in social dumping, in the exploitation of a large supply of foreign, flexible, and docile workforce unaware of the extent of their rights. The capitalism reserve army of labor is described by Marx. The orthodoxy of the time, wokeism, thinks it will benefit through intersectionality. And so, under the guise of humanism and universalism, the progressive left in alliance with the economic right, advancing behind a benevolent and civilizing mask, plunder the vital forces of the Third World. In short, traditional colonialism claimed to bring civilization to the savages. The Berlin Conference shared Africa between 14 countries, the economic right capture new markets, and the orthodoxy, Christianity, evangelized. Postmodern colonialism seeks to bring the savages to the civilization. The EU shares the migrants between countries, the economic right exploits this cheap labor force, and the orthodoxy, wokeism, preaches intersectionality. In conclusion, nothing has changed over time. Ultimately, so-called virtuous crusades, factual paternalist ideologies, only serve the bourgeois elite. They simply allow the left-wing bourgeoisie to hide their privilege of class and the right-wing bourgeoisie to hide their exploitation of class. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment for more videos.